You're watching South Asian Newsland and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Thursday, the 30th of October. Bihar poll battle heats up as PM Modi and Rahul Gandhi hold mega rallies. Pakistan vows to go deep into Afghanistan to hunt TTP after talks fail. And Chief Adviser Yunus warns of attempts to derail Bangladesh elections. And now for all the details. Campaigning for the Bihar Assembly Elections 2025 has reached its peak as India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah and opposition Congress leader Rahul Gandhi all held mega rallies across the poll-bound state on Thursday. PM Modi, in his rallies in Muzaffarpur and Saran, attacked the opposition and accused the Congress of plotting to weaken its ally, the Rashtriya Janata Dal. He accused Bihar politics has been about guns, cruelty and corruption under the previous governments and there is no trace of development. With Bihar being one of India's most populous and culturally vibrant states, the outcome here could shape the political momentum ahead of elections in Assam, West Bengal and Tamil Nadu early next year. As the campaigning intensifies, all eyes are now on Bihar.
मैं पांच शब्दों में उनके कारनामों की कथा कहना चाहता हूं। ये पांच शब्द कौन से हैं? कट्टा है कि नहीं है? कट्टा, क्रूरता है कि नहीं है? कटुता है कि नहीं है? कुशासन है कि नहीं है? करप्शन, मैं दोबारा बोल देता हूं, कट्टा, क्रूरता, कटुता, कुशासन और करप्शन, ये जंगल राज की पहचान है कि नहीं है? आरजेडी की पहचान है कि नहीं है? उनके साथियों की पहचान बन गई है कि नहीं बन गई है? जहां कट्टा क्रूरता का राज हो, वहां कानून दम तोड़ता है। जहां कटुता बढ़ाने वाली आरजेडी कांग्रेस हो, वहां समाज में सद्भाव मुश्किल होता है। जहां आरजेडी कांग्रेस का कुशासन हो, वहां विकास का नामो निशान नहीं होता है और जहां करप्शन हो, वहां सामाजिक न्याय नहीं मिलता, गरीब का हक लूट जाता है।
Meanwhile, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi in his rally in Nalanda launched a sharp attack on the BJP-led NDA government. He accused PM Modi of betraying the youth of Bihar with false promises of jobs and development. He said the state deserves employment, education and dignity, not empty slogans. India has called out baseless and biased remarks in a recent report on the human rights situation in Myanmar at the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly. Objecting to parts of the recent report on India, Indian Member of Parliament Dileep Saika said some observations, particularly linking the April 2025 Pahalgam terrorist incident to displaced persons from Myanmar, were baseless and biased. He urged the special rapporteur to refrain from relying on unverified media reports that appear intended to malign India's image. Saika also highlighted India's ongoing humanitarian assistance to Myanmar, referring people-centric initiatives such as Operation Brahma and Operation Sadbhav, which was launched to provide timely relief during natural disasters. The Indian parliamentary delegation led by Lok Sabha MP Dr. D. Purandeshwari participated in the opening of the session at the UN headquarters in New York.
I strongly denounce the biased approach adopted by the SR of the innocent civilian victims of the April 2025 terrorist attack in Pahalgam through biased communal lens. The allegation that this terrorist attack impacted displaced persons from Myanmar has absolutely no factual bearing. My country rejects such prejudiced and blinkered analysis by the special reporter. I would also clarify at this forum that my country is seeing an alarming level of radicalization among the displaced persons, leading to consequential pressure and impact on the law and order situation. I would also urge the SR not to depend upon unverified and skewed media reports whose sole purpose appears to be maligning my country, where people of all faiths live, including more than 200 million Muslims, which is about 10% of the world's Muslim population.
In a major escalation of rhetoric, Pakistan's Defence Minister Khawaja Asif has reiterated that Islamabad will adopt a confrontational approach towards the Afghan Taliban regime, accusing Kabul of harboring and supporting the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. Local media reported Asif vowed that Pakistan will strike again and again if attacks originated from Afghan soil continue. Kabul has, however, denied the charges, saying it has no control over the group. Dozens have been killed this month in the worst Afghanistan-Pakistan border violence since the Taliban's 2021 takeover. The clashes began after Pakistani airstrikes in Kabul and other areas claiming to target the TTP. In retaliation, the Taliban attacked Pakistani military post along the 2,600-kilometer border, which remains closed. Despite a Doha-brokered ceasefire on October 19, a second round of talks in Istanbul have failed and deadly clashes have continued on both sides. Enforced disappearances continue to haunt Balochistan, with rights groups alleging fresh abductions to students by Pakistani security forces. Activists say these cases reflect a systematic campaign of fear and repression against voices of dissent in the region.
PANK, the Baloch National Movement's Human Rights Department, said on Thursday that Pakistani security forces have forcibly disappeared two students, 17-year-old Bazan and 19-year-old Jahanzab, from Washuk district on October 28. Balochistan has seen a spate in enforced disappearances this month. Earlier, the Baloch Voice for Justice reported that on October 23, Frontier Corps and military intelligence officials abducted Hamud, Haroon, and Fahad Baloch from Kek district, while another student, Asim Nawaz, was taken from Panjgur on October 17. These abductions show a pattern of state-backed repression targeting Baloch minors and students, Baloch Voice for Justice said, urging the UN and global rights groups to act. Baloch activists have long alleged that Pakistan repeatedly carries out so-called military operations and enforced disappearances to instill fear and exert control in the region. The victims mostly include political workers, journalists, human rights activists, and students, who raise their voices against injustice and demand self-determination.
Bangladesh Interim Government Chief Adviser Muhammad Yunus on Wednesday voiced concerns that forces from home and abroad could attempt to thwart the upcoming general elections over exclusions of deposed Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's Awami League from contesting in the elections. Press Secretary of the Chief Advisor Shafiqul Alam quoted him as saying at a high-level meeting on election preparations, many powerful forces, not minor ones, will attempt to thwart the election. Sudden attacks may come and we must overcome them. The remarks came on the same day Bangladesh's ousted PM Sheikh Hasina gave interviews to foreign media outlets claiming mass boycott of elections after her party was barred from contesting the polls. The activities of the Awami League have been banned under an executive order citing national security threats, and Hasina and several party leaders have been charged with trial in absentia. She has denied the accusations. Moving on, a private helicopter flying to rescue stranded trekkers near the Everest Base Camp crashed while trying to land. Nepal Civil Aviation Authority informed on Wednesday. The Nepali and Chinese sides of the Everest region were closed to tourism on Wednesday due to heavy snow brought by cyclone winds. As heavy snow and rain continues to batter Nepal, authorities have also issued alert in 26 districts of 3 provinces and warned of possible flooding in several rivers as water level rises. Landfall process by the severe cyclone Montha began on Tuesday as it hit the Indian states of Andhra Pradesh and Odisha, killing at least one person in the eastern coastal region. And that's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Till then, good night.